Have you ever had a feeling of never having enough time, always feeling stressed and unhappy and unsatisfied? Welcome to the role of being trapped in doing, and sometimes we lose track of why we're doing it and we get lost. Well, this video will nudge you to step back into being, which is before doing, and from that being we'll get access to a state of naturally inspired doing. And then you can manifest a whole new reality and everyday life and involve your leadership and takes it to the next level. So enjoy this little nudge. I'm Peter Svenning. This is Leadership by Heart. Many of us experience the rush of doing. I do. And sometimes it makes me lost. Makes me lost from a course, from a direction, from what I really want to do. And I might end up in a very common trap called working for the work, for work's sake. And we're getting so caught up in our doing and to-dos, and it kind of multiplies all the time. It's more and more and more to do, so you kind of lose ourselves and we get burned out. And there is another part of us which is there before the doing. Before we do anything, we are. We have this being. There's two versions of us, and it's possible to try to get them in balance. So the being part is how we naturally are. We're born this way. I have a baby boy myself now. He's 3 months, and when he's laying there, he's so immersed and so total in whatever is happening. If it's a need and he wants to communicate it, and he gives a screaming sound, or if I just sang a song for him and he's giggling and laughing, whatever it is, he's just there smiling and laughing, and this is it. He's totally in the being. No worries, no plans, no past, no future, just here. And there's nothing he has to do. He's not doing something for the sake of doing it. He's totally immersed in the being. Totally. And for myself, when I grew up, I got into this tendency of when I'm resting in my being and I'm feeling inspired, it comes quite quick. As long as I touch base with my peacefulness inside, the urge to have, because it's bubbling up, this energy. Just now, we started today sitting in silence. I felt this huge energy of happiness, of energy, overwhelming feelings, and I wanted to explode with it. And sometimes it's good for me to just sit with it and allow that to be a part of my being, circulated, just allowing it to be there, not doing anything with it. And that's also nice, very nice, and it brings me into a depth which I really do need. So that's a challenge for myself. Note to self. But very often that pull is the inspiration before my doing. And that inspiration is a lot of the times coming from my heart. I need to check in to see if it is. And that's where I flow into my natural doing. And then of course I'm jumping a little bit between being and doing. And that's a long story in the story of his philosophy. Philosophers talking about being and doing, and being, doing. Then I heard this very nice quote that, this philosophical quiz was once and for all understood and united by this philosopher called Frank Sinatra. It's a very good starting point for a scat. So it's nice. So find your own balance, but it's like instead of standing on one leg and the other leg, we can actually find a way where we continuously rest in the ground, the foundation, the being, while we're doing, and also take rests from doing and rest in the being. So it's possible to have both there. It's like Like if you go walk out on train tracks and you stand there and look into the horizon, if it's no curves, it looks like two separate lines, and it is. But somehow in the horizon they melt together to become one.